I'm doing an introduction. Hello, ladies and germs. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. I wanted to do a bit of Miss Saigon because one of the original people who participated in the original Broadway show, he was a good friend of my uncle, passed away about 3 weeks ago, so wanted to dedicate this song to him. It's called Ridoy, Miss Saigon. Hang on, can you start it over? There's no volume. Here we go. Like all survivors, I once thought, when I'm home, I won't give a damn. But now I know I'm caught, I'll never leave Vietnam. Wars are over when it ends. Some pictures never leave your mind. They are the faces of the children, the ones we left behind. They're called Wadoy, the dust of life, conceived in hell and born in strife. They are the living reminders of all the good we failed to do. We can't forget, must not forget, that they are all our children too. These kids hit walls on every side. They don't belong in any place. Their secrets they can hide is printed on their face. I never thought I'd plead for half-breeds from a land that's torn. But then I saw a camp for children whose only crime was being born. They're called Wadoy, the dust of life, conceived in hell and born in strife. They are the fathers and a family and a loving home they never knew, because we know deep in our hearts that they are all our children too. These are souls in need. They need us to give. Someone has to pay for the chance to live. Help me try. Conceived in hell and born in strife. They are the living reminders of all the good we failed to do. And that's how we know that deep in our hearts that they are all our children.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy S and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S, are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S.
You were close. Welcome. That was Baxton.
Did you like that? I keep putting baseballs away. Where do you keep finding them?
It's opening day.
I keep putting them away, and I guess you keep pulling them out, and then I keep putting. Is that what you're doing to me?
I had to.
Every place I look, I'm finding a baseball, and I put it away, and I guess you keep pulling them out.
No, I brought in some baseballs because.
And I find them in the flowers.
It's baseball season.
I'm finding them in the flowers.
Yeah,
I find
Josh
them
does that.
next to the coffee pot.
Yes.
I find them on the shelves.
Yeah.
I keep putting them in the prop box, and you keep pulling them out.
No, I didn't take this out of the prop box. I took this out of secret hiding because baseball season is upon us.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're in spring training. They're practicing, and I just have to remind myself not to go crazy this year because the Mets are going to be a horrible team, and I'm going to cry a lot. And I figured that if I hold on to this, maybe someday.
Yesterday you were happy for a brief moment in time. You
that
said
was
to
much
me,
too long.
I'm happy. And then today you're walking and all kind of cranky now over baseball. You were upset over football. You're upset about other things. Sally, he was happy for a brief moment in time, and now he's unhappy again.
The happiness is coming back a little bit.
Is your happiness coming back too?
Mine is coming back too. We're happy.
Maybe I have to be as happy as you.
Hello.
Nitan, can you turn that light on, please?
Maybe I have to be as happy as you.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to put batteries in there.
All we need to do is smile.
That's it.
That's it. Sorry.
Smile. Wait to see the TikToks we did yesterday.
I saw one today of you
Oh, I didn't see anything today yet.
about something with the crew.
Oh, okay.
Something, and then you were doing some kind of.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do is what I did. That. I think my eyes went.
What was that?
Apparently it's a scene
Yeah,
from,
I went out the door, out the
Yeah,
window.
I know.
What was that?
From, what's it called, Schitt's Creek?
Whose Creek?
I think it's called Schitt's Creek. It's a TV show. Right? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I think that's what it is. So apparently it's a scene where she's like, why do lights keep blinking on and off? I don't know what I keep losing. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm sure my eyes went all over the place. Time for a drink. I need to be doing what Sally's doing today. It's Thursday. And I got to tell you, Josh, we got ice? We're ready. Freddie, it is time to do like
Let me
a
ask you,
thirsty
Josh,
Thursday.
did you finish your test?
How'd you do? Woo-woo!
And you haven't celebrated yet?
Time to
we gotta-
celebrate.
You got to break out the celebration bag.
It is leap year today.
I don't even understand what that
Happy
means.
leap year. So I'm wondering, do we drink like green drinks like we do for St. Patty's Day?
No,
since it's
St.
a green,
Patty's Day is not leap.
the frogs are green. Something is like a month of green.
What about goats? They leap too.
No.
Even ferrymen leap. Everybody
oh my
leaps.
God, no. Can you keep that one over here? Leap year, isn't it about frogs? I mean, I know, and
It's
apparently
not frog year.
I know it's not, but apparently it happens every 4 years, and that's the way we keep our rotation around the sun, is I think. So
We have
it's
to
really,
leap?
so there's really not 365 days in the year. It's like 365.4 days in a year, or something like that. So you have like a partial day, because then every 4 years you end up with a full year. Does that make sense?
No, with 365.4. What is 0.4?
I should ask Nitan. Nitan, how do we account for leap years? He's our analytical 4 years, but is it like a 0.4 in the year? No, not at all.
That was a 0.4.
Every 4 years, the leap year comes.
Every 4 years
Maybe
the leap
should
year comes.
celebrate, talk to everybody that has a birthday today because they only have a birthday every 4 years.
Can you imagine, like,
Yeah, so happy birthday to all the people that have a birthday, right?
can you imagine if you're like 12 but you're really 48,
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a good thing as you get older.
Sally,
or you're 3 but you're really 12?
Sally, if you were 29 and you were born 10 years ago, how old are you?
Oh my God, I'm terrible with maths. You can ask me anything on my show, but I'm not
Sally?
sure.
Sally, this
How
is
old
not a
would I
math
be?
question. This is the logic question. If you were 29 and
Yes.
10 years ago you were born, how old are you?
I would be 20, I'd be 20, I don't know.
See, this question doesn't make sense.
It
Because
does.
why
Thank
do
you,
you
Dawn.
say you're
You're helping me
29
out
if you were born
tremendously
10
here.
years ago?
Now, if I was in leap year, my birthday, that would be entirely
Because
different.
it is two questions in one. It is what they used to do on the on the SATs, and they are bringing the SATs back. Did you see this?
Well, I wouldn't have done very well.
I didn't know they ever stopped them.
Well, all of a sudden the emphasis is back.
The emphasis
Oh, look.
on the syllables.
Jay's in the house.
Woo!
Jay, if you're 29 years old, you were born 10 years ago. How old are you?
Oh, you'd be 29. No.
If you were 29, you were born 10 years ago. Yeah.
19.
How much?
19.
Okay,
10.
I'm gonna repeat the question.
10.
If you were born.
If you were 29,
See, that's the point
and
that
you
makes
were
no
born
sense.
10 years ago.
Oh, I got it.
I was born 10 years
I got it. Yeah. 10.
Do you know that that question was on the SATs?
Do you know that question makes no sense?
It does make sense.
If
Yeah,
you're
because they ask
29 and
you
you're
what-
born
if you're-
10 years
That
ago,
you're
then you're not 29.
That you're 29 is not part of the question.
No, that's
Forget
right.
about.
It's a separate
I can say you're
question.
39, you're 54. It doesn't. Forget about the question.
How old
The
are you?
question is, if you were born 10 years ago, how old are you?
10.
I get it.
Do you know they got me on that question on the SATs over and over again?
Why would that question ever be on an essay?
Because it's called a logical thinking question. And what they do is they pose a question that's not a question, like gaslight. Is that what we agreed on?
That
this
was the
morning?
morning show.
And then the second part of the question is the question, but you're so concerned on the first part of the question, you ignore the second.
Like the one where they're like, if you're 4 years old and your brother is half your age. how
That's
old is
right.
he? And
That's
it's like
right.
2. So if you're
Grab a
100,
mic.
how old is he?
Grab that mic, Jay. If you're 4 and your brother's half your age, it's like if there's 3 cats, 4 dogs, and 2 chickens, how many legs are there? And then how many tails?
Yep.
And you actually have to think about that, and they always stump you.
If you had a parrot, a monkey, and a squirrel, and they climb up a tree to get the grapes, who gets there first? And if you get the answer to this and you call in, I'll give you 2 tickets to the movies of Del Rey.
Parrot, a monkey, and a squirrel. Parrots don't climb, they fly.
So who would get there first? Don't give me that would
Squirrel.
not
A
who would.
monkey.
You say monkey.
I
A
say
squirrel.
squirrel.
Okay.
And the answer is? Danielle?
Then
The
a
bird.
Okay. The answer is grapes don't. Grapes
aren't
don't
on
grow on
trees.
trees.
True.
Grapes don't grow on
That
trees.
is true.
And that is another SAT question.
Oh my goodness me.
You see, they do everything for you to think logically, and they believe that if you don't think logically, I told you the other one. How do you spell ice? How do you spell ice?
Ice.
Not iced tea. How do you spell ice?
Ice.
Spell it. Danielle, how do you spell ice? If I
I'm trying
put,
to think.
how do you spell off?
OFF.
If I put off in front of ice, what do you get?
Off. OFF. Ice. Off ice.
Come on, look at it. Office.
But
Oh
I'm
my
bum.
God. But one thing, I am not very good at spelling, but I love these things when they tell you that when you write something, you only really have to know the first and last letter. And if whatever is in between, it doesn't matter. You can still read it.
Well, I'm going to give you a more scary thought. If you are like 98% of the world in our community that set off ice, that makes you normal. If you set office, it makes you super normal. This is what the SATs did. This is why they wanted to get rid of the questions, because it wasn't fair. Now, I'm Latino. I don't even know how to spell elephant, because I thought I had an F.
I'm dyslexic, actually, up to a point.
That's
Not-
another problem. People couldn't read the questions. There's
Right.
all sorts of problems with these tests.
And I'm impressed that you're actually giving us the questions of the test.
It's amazing the things you could do
And
when
I'm
you
not so
have a
sure if
little
you
cup
actually
of
know
coffee.
the answers. That's what's I keep waiting for the answers. But
I
it's
just
leap
told you
year.
the answer.
I know, that's even more impressive.
How do you spell leap year?
It's 2 words.
you
Based
see?
on the equation above, what is the value of 3x minus 2? Oh my gosh.
I call Nike. Nike, figure that out.
Wow, is all I can say. Well, we've got an interesting show lined up too for leap year. We need to come up with some fun facts of leap year. We've got Danielle Tremblay in the house. She does fashion design and coordination. She puts women's clothing, and I guess men as well. She designs clothing just to fit
just
your
on
body.
leap year?
No, on for everything. And then, of course, Sally's joining us because it's Thursday and it's leap year. And no, Thursday is complete without
Yeah,
Sally.
it's amazing. It's amazing about leap year. How many months has the date 28?
How many
All
months?
of them.
That's right.
Okay.
Do you know how many people get that wrong? Because normally you would say, I'm
February.
sorry. Normally you would say February.
I'm just not your average caterpillar.
No,
as
what
they
it is
say.
that she is now on the lookout. She's using a different part of her brain because she knows that I'm trying to trick her with the question.
Correct. Correct.
And clothing It's a very tricky question.
You're telling me it's a whole thing. Chuck says to me, I like your skirt. I said, thank you, it's old. The problem with women's clothing is you put the old stuff in the closet and then your weight goes up and down. And you never want to take out the old stuff because if it doesn't fit, you're going to be in a really bad mood. So you try with trepidation as to whether it's going to zip or not, and how tight is the zipper, and is it going to go in the go away pile, or is it going to go back in the closet for hopes that you can actually fit in it again. Welcome to my morning.
Let me ask you,
all that went on with this skirt.
But let me ask you a question. When you get dressed, do you get dressed for you or do you get dressed for them?
I get dressed for the season of what I'm going to wear.
All right, let's go again. Do you get dressed for you or do you get dressed for them?
Me.
So if somebody says to you, I like your skirt, you feel like you did the right move?
No, I just feel like it fits. Or you say thank you. We're going to get into
what
women's
if somebody
clothing.
says to
it's
you,
a whole
I don't like your skirt?
That's their problem.
Wait, I'm not done. What if a woman says that to you? Is it more whatever verb you want to use than if a man tells you I don't like that skirt?
I don't think anyone's ever told me they don't like my clothes. That would be incredibly offensive.
What if they tell you, I like it, but they
It's
give
too
you the
tight,
but thing?
or it's too short.
It's not you. It's, I don't know.
We've had people in our old studio that said, I like your skirt, but it's too short. And I'm like, and that's your business why? Remember that?
No. But
yes.
I believe it's happening. Yeah.
Yes, but it's happened. Anyway, more to come on that. It's a whole fashion psychology of women's clothing. And then, what's really a tank top? Paxton.
Yes, and a woman can wear a tank top, but a man cannot.
Can a man wear a tank top to work? But is it an appropriate work attire?
And can we call a tank top a woman beater, or is that inappropriate?
Well, this theoretically is a tank top because there's no
That's
sleeves.
right. Let me see your armpits.
No.
You see? But the
But you
problem,
can.
Braxton, let me see your armpits.
No.
Let me see your armpit. You see, now you got him thinking.
I know. What can I say? More to come on the other side of this commercial break. Fun facts to think about on clothing. Did you even need, because it doesn't enter your mind when you get dressed. You just look for what's clean or not.
I don't care.
Exactly. More to come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2800 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida, 33431. See you there!
And it's a C.
Alicia.
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 A-L-I-C-I-A.
That's okay. I call Alicia anyway. But she's coming in to do some work. That's an unfinished product still. But that's a nice song that we got cooking. I see that my main man here, Johnny Melnick, has sent another one. Also to do another video. I sent it to you.
I think Abdullah, is he working on one right now?
Abdullah's working on Cece.
How's it going?
Cece, we're working on your stuff if you're watching.
How's it going, Mr. Mentor?
Doing good.
Mentor libido.
Mr. Roboto.
You know, he's just experimenting with a few things, which is good stuff.
It's all good. All right, so we're going to talk fashion and clothing. So it's truly a thing in my mind, and I'm going to bring Danielle Tremblay in. She found me on LinkedIn, and this young girl is such a go-getter. I'm so impressed with her. And you have the most beautiful hair, I have to say, and clothes. I'm going to let her describe what she does, but in essence, you come to people's homes or businesses, proper measurements, they pick the fabric, and then their clothes are all designed for them.
Yes, that's basically it. I travel around and I kind of take the hassle out of shopping, and I look at what you already have in the closet, what you might want to add or update, and we have so many different fabrics and options, so I kind of get to know the person and pain points they might have had with shopping in the past, and I just work to alleviate that, and then make sure that we plan for any events coming up or anything else that they might encounter. I try to do a lot of proactive planning, like 6 months in advance for my clients.
Does the person that's going to be wearing clothes, do they design this, or are you designing, or is it a mutual thing?
It's a mutual thing. So most people don't know exactly what they want. I mean, some people know exactly what they want, and that makes my job a lot easier, but most of the time people are looking for me to kind of point them in the right direction for what looks good on their body type, and what suits their preferences and their style.
Only women or women and men?
Both women and men, yeah.
So I got to ask you, a man that comes to you and says pinstripe or no pinstripe, which is
good question.
One of the most difficult things in the world, because you have to sort of be able to carry pinstripes, right?
Well, there's so many different types of pinstripes, and you can do very subtle ones. So if there's someone who's a little bit more shy and not sure if they want to do a full bold pinstripe moment, we can do something super subtle, even like a shadow stripe or something like that. So there's ways and different fabrics and things like that to push you outside your comfort zone to a point where you're comfortable. And then once they wear that item out and it catches people's eye and then they get compliments on it, then they love it. So sometimes it's just pushing them that little bit to try something different. But yeah, pinstripe suit is a classic go-to, especially with like you see all like the vintage clothes coming back in style.
For any body type for a man?
Yeah, any body type.
Well, the heaviest set guy in a pinstripe, is that going to be more difficult? Double-breasted, not breasted, just jacket?
Yeah, we can do double-breasted for sure. And because it's all custom, it's going to be made to your body, so it looks correct. It's not going to look like the stripes are stretching in the wrong directions or anything like that. And that's kind of the beauty of having something tailored.
And how do you know what is in style and what looks best? Like, he may think he loves a double-breasted, but in essence it may not be the best fit.
So it really comes down to what the client wants. If they are really looking for, if they have something specific in mind, I will make it for them. If they say, I want a double-breasted, I want cuffs on my pants, I want double pleats and all that, I can 100% do that for them. But if they want my professional opinion, if they want, and it depends on if they want something classic and timeless or if they want something on trend. So
now, the double-breasted though, I never liked double-breasted because of my shoulders, and you have to have the right physique because it's a wrap, that double-breasted. So I used to do the shirt. I don't mind the vest. Always been a vest guy. I always liked it. But do you want to be able to wear something that you can interchange? Like some people do vests, some people don't do vests.
So sometimes
the zoot suit, look at that.
We'll do a 3-piece suit outfit, but the vest will only get worn. Sometimes ladies like to wear the vest on its own. Sometimes the guys will wear the vest with a shirt and no jacket. And then you can use all pieces as separates. That's kind of my goal with my clients, is to always make sure that whatever I add to their closet is going to be able to go with what they already have. So we try to make sure everything's versatile and efficient for them, because the most expensive thing is the item that you don't wear. So I always want to make sure that you get good use out of whatever you're going to be adding to the closet.
How did you get into this field? Because it's a lot of work. I mean, you're literally going from person to person.
I came across this company on LinkedIn, and I was in prom and pageant gown sales for a long time. In high school and everything like that. So I've been in the fashion industry, been in direct to consumer sales for a long time, and I love being able to help people with their day-to-day clothing. So that was special occasion wear, but then I like the idea of being able to help them with their day-to-day clothing. And this job just felt like it made for me in some ways. So it's definitely hard work meeting people, and some people don't really see the value. just yet because they prefer to get things quick and easy. So it's definitely like kind of an old school way of doing things. Me and Freddie were kind of talking about that on Monday, how it's like an old school type of service, but I really enjoy it, and I really like working with my clients, and they make it so worth it. So,
well, you know,
really
it's interesting because you are actually one of the most necessary and needed people in today's community, because it isn't just clothing. You know, and I make fun of Dawn, but Dawn is liberal in what she wears, and you have to be confident to carry your clothes. So in today's society, because you're so young, the people around you can actually learn that you're just not buying clothes. You know, this is a whole psychological thing of comfort, of having confidence, because you have to ooze confidence to wear certain clothing. And if you're not able to do that, then you have to learn that. And I think that that's what she brings across. I think it's really cool that she's able to show you that you can be more confident and be stylish. You don't have to be extravagant, but you have to be confident. So I think it's a necessity in our environment right now. I got to tell you something. The kids coming out of school, when I came out of NYU, they took me to get suits. You know, the people I dealt with were old school, and they did it exactly the way she's talking about and the reasons why. So I never lacked in confidence. I always felt good about what I did. But it had to do with the clothes, the people that they used to tailor me up. I'm gonna tell you, it was great.
See, I'm more confident in my work clothes than I even am in my going out like casual Saturday night clothes, because I consistently grow this wardrobe. I don't grow that wardrobe.
Yeah, but you wear your clothes. You are in control of your clothes. And I've seen you dress up, and we've done red carpets and everything else. And I sit back and I go, and there it is. You know, this is me 40, 50 years ago. When I was growing up, I was taught to surround myself with that, because that will take you to that next level. You want to be successful, it begins with you. And she's emphasizing that.
It's such a great concept.
Yeah. I love being able to help people put their personality, like you said, you feel more comfortable in your work clothing because you've invested more, so you put more of your personality behind it, so you feel more excited to wear those clothes. And when you have an outfit you're looking forward to wearing, especially women, because we do a lot more thinking about it. For men, it's more so like just a functional, check it off the list, you gotta wear clothes. But for women, there's a lot more thought that goes into it. So when you're able to have items that you're excited to put on and that make you feel good, and you know you're gonna get compliments in, it makes you just feel so much better. Like you just said, you ooze that confidence. And especially when you're in something that's tailor made for you, nothing else compares. So a lot of times people, like a lot of women, the first time they put their first custom blazer on, like they can get emotional because they've never had an item that fits them and flatters them properly and that they feel confident in. So
it's true. Blazers are hard for women to find one that fits. It's got to fit your arms the right way, your bust. Then the buttons or the button pulls, or you get hot.
And also the height. Your height has a lot to do with it.
Sure.
You know, I bought my son Freddie, the older one, his first tux to go to his junior prom when he was, I think, 12. I think it was 12, maybe younger. And I went to Co-op City. I knew the tailor, and I went in and I bought him a suit, a tux. And his mother has sent me out to buy him a suit, but not to spend a lot of money. I spent money because I wanted him to know what I had. So when he came home, do you know Freddie still has it? He put it like in a bag because he's going to teach his son how important it is, exactly what she does, exactly the message that she sends to the men in our family. And I did it. I didn't do it for Gio, which I will always apologize. I will get a suit to you because it has to be right. It has to be laid out correctly. So it's important for a lot of reasons why you should at least start your son or your daughter with the right clothing, because it changes your life. I gotta tell you, it changes your life. Whether they buy in or not, I can show them the reasons, good or bad. You can make up your own mind, but I can show you the reasons how it does help you.
And you also have different fabrics you can choose.
So many different fabrics. Yeah, most of what we use are natural fibers, so they breathe really nice, which is good for down here in South Florida. And all of we make all of our own textiles and manufacture everything ourselves. So we have good factories and everything like that. So I feel good about where the clothes are being made, which is really rare
And where
for
are
the
you
fashion
from?
industry. I'm from Massachusetts originally.
And what are you doing in Florida?
This job.
Well, look how great you look. You've been in here
Thank
twice
you.
this week with two beautiful suits that I would have
you.
never thought of putting on, but they look so beautiful on
Thank you.
Because the suit, as you always say, the suit is not wearing you. Because a lot of time women, for me, for suits being little, it's just overpowering fabric. But you're actually, you wear this suit so beautifully.
Thank you.
Like you walked into the room before the suit walked in the room.
Thank
Now,
you.
now, why did you select? I mean, at your age, and why did you select to do this? I'm curious.
I love a good challenge. I was a competitive gymnast growing up, so I knew I wanted to do something that was definitely challenging. The company has a really good culture, and I like everything behind me, but I knew my purpose in this life was just to help people. I always, like my mom used to joke and say I would watch American Idol and judge all the outfits and not judge their singing. So I've always been into clothes and fashion. I just think it's a great way to empower people. So I thought South Florida would be a really good area to grow my business and kind of pick up. And I just really wanted to do something bold and make a move that I knew I could do right out of college. It felt like the right thing to do instead of going home and waiting a little bit and then trying to jump. I was like, let's just do it all at once and get going. And I have two younger sisters, so I wanted to kind of be a good role model for them and inspire them to put themselves out there and follow their dreams and kind of follow their heart, I guess.
Did you do this in college? Did you go to school for it?
No, I went to business school at Clemson University.
So you wanted to be a business major. So
Yeah.
do you see this as a business opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I generate all my own business and all my own clients. So I get to run my business really however I want. And then I just have a cool company that makes the clothes for me and that backs me with all that good corporate stuff. So I'm able to focus on my clients without the headache of actually owning my own business. So it's really awesome.
They do shirts, and skirts, slacks, and blazers. You also have a line of casual clothes you showed me.
Yes, we do custom casual wear, knits, all different types of casual wear, jeans, things like that. And then we also have some ready to wear.
Okay,
that we
jeans
do
are
as
the
well.
worst. Jeans are the absolutely worst because there's 25s and there's 26s. And there's nothing in between. So where is
25 and 26 what?
waist? I mean, then it goes up and down, but like if you're in the middle, right, you buy for your waist, it may not be your hips. If you buy for your hips, it may not be your waist. And then you have to alter them.
Well, you can eat a hamburger, you're 26, and if you don't eat, you'll be at 25. What's the problem?
Exactly the problem. So you get dressed and then you eat dinner. And then it's a whole nother size jeans. It's the hardest thing.
I have never seen you in jeans.
But now you know why. Because it's complicated. And then you do the tight leg jeans and then you're like sucking them in your body. I'm like, I'm too old to suck myself into a pair of jeans at this point.
You know, it's funny. 8 years ago.
Am I right? All of this stuff goes through your mind as a woman.
8 years ago when I first met her,
I was
she
wearing
had
jeans.
on a pair of jeans that it looked like they pour her into them.
See? That was 8 years ago.
But those jeans were good. What's wrong with those jeans?
I was 8 years ago.
And?
It just changes what you want, but then you pull out what's in your closet and they may be 8, 10 years
You're
old.
hilarious.
And you think, oh, I really want to suck myself into these pants. Do I even want to try? Because I haven't been in jeans in 2 years. COVID came, I didn't wear jeans for 2 years.
During COVID, you could wear baggy shorts.
So
and
then
they
you
go
got to
different.
take the jeans out of your closet and attempt to
You
see if
are
you
so
actually
funny.
put them on and do they fit. Am I wrong?
It's a whole mental game before
Thank
you even
you.
think about touching them.
Jay, am I right or wrong? Yeah.
Completely wrong.
She says I'm right. She doesn't wear jeans. Jeans are kind of scary, Sally.
I was going to say, it really depends where you live. I mean, I was brought up in London, right in the center of London. When I came here, to me, fashion had gone completely. I had to always dress. Well, I wanted to. But I feel it's coming back more in South, especially in South Florida. We mentioned Savile Row, actually, the other day, I think, on my program. My father always went to Savile Row and had all his suits. And I've mentioned that to anybody here. They thought he was crazy to have done that. But I definitely feel that there's a turn in now, that fashion is coming back more so. It's more casual here because of the heat in South Florida.
Like, look at your slacks. They look so beautiful. They're lovely. They're tapered, but they're not like yours, Sally.
No.
They're not like so tapered where you're sucking yourself in. They fit so nicely.
Well, I'll let you into a secret. Actually, I am. But that's okay.
We all do that. I love that you do the jeans as well.
Yeah, I love doing the custom jeans, especially a lot of gentlemen too have problems with their jeans, or they've never been able to find jeans that have fit them before. So it's really cool to be, and you can pick out like the thread color. You can put your name on them if you want. Like, you can get really crazy. So it's
and
fun.
the different fabrics, like stretchy versus not stretchy, boot
And
cut.
also the straight leg now, is that back or has that fade?
The straight leg is definitely in. I wouldn't say the skinny jeans are not in. Like the painted on, like to the ankle, skinny jeans, those are not as much in these days, but the straight leg and everything's a little bit baggier right now. But this is Paris Fashion Week this week, so we'll see what's going to be coming up in the future after this week.
It's interesting because Mac Chop is watching, Kenny's watching, and he designs clothes. You should have invited him today because it would have been nice to see his perspective on what's going to happen. He's probably going to be at the Fashion Week. But it's interesting because also I noticed that they have the pants that are 3 inches higher, like high water, we used to call. Is that trend over? I can't stand that trend.
I would say the closer and closer you get to Miami, the more and more people, the shorter the pants get.
Sure.
Like the pants get shorter the closer to Miami. It's just a look that a lot of the younger guys like, but I think that's gonna start going out of style if
We used
I
to
had to
call
say.
that high waters in
Yeah.
the day. And we used to make fun of people with high waters.
And do guys wear socks now or no? They're like the no-show socks.
Everyone's different. Everyone's got their own preference, but most of my guys wear socks.
We should have to do a whole fashion segment.
Yeah.
Like what's hot, what's not. Right?
I would love it. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Funny.
Why not? Brought to
always
you by
changing.
Tom James. Why not? What's hot, what's not?
That's funny.
Because if people get comfortable, they may not say, all right, Danielle, I want a whole wardrobe. I'm not ready for a suit. But maybe you dip your toe and go, you know what? I'm going to try a pair of custom jeans.
Yeah.
Let me try one blazer and one pair of slacks and see the difference. And then as they get accustomed, like, you know what? This is kind of nice. You can buy one value piece at a time.
Yeah, I do single pieces for people all the time, so it's all depending on what you need, and then you just build and build and build as
And
time
next
goes
thing you know,
on.
yeah, you don't have to buy a whole wardrobe at once.
Do you do boating apparel?
Boarding apparel?
Yeah,
Boating.
Oh, boating. We can. Yeah, we have fabrics that.
It's
would work for
funny
that.
because there's a couple of yacht clubs. We know a yacht club, and they have their own line of clothing because I guess when you're on a boat, it has to breathe. Is what they're telling me, and the shoes have to be light and they can't be skittish so you can fall overboard. It's a whole different world.
Sally, I could see you designing clothes.
Me?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
helping
actually
people go, you
sitting
know
here-
what, this looks good on you, or you should try this, or
I love fashion, but I'm thinking more with my art now. I think I'm going to have it put onto fabric sooner than have it on the clothing, which I had been doing. I think I'd like to do fabric because I have so many different designs that someone can pick
I
from.
think you should do the interior of your car fabric to your designs.
can you imagine putting her picture right there in like the inside of your car? Do you remember when the inside of your car used to fall down? You're too young, Danielle, but you would remember.
And I'm
Remember
too
the fabric?
I'm too old to
You would
remember.
remember when the glue never held really well?
That's true,
And
yes,
the fabric from
yes.
the top of your roof would always hang down.
Oh my God, I
even if
do
it was a
remember
nice
that.
Car,
It would come down lower
My
and lower.
Ventura did that. I had to take a knife and cut it out.
even a
Yeah.
nice car, they would
What?
start hanging down. You're
Didn't they
looking
use
at-
the right glue or something? Why did that
Back
happen?
in the day, they used to use Elmer's. Who
Oh
knows?
my God. I remember that as
And then when you try to re-glue it, because we did a hole,
It would still
and
come down.
You could see where
Right.
you could see the handprints. It was horrible. We just
And then
did
you
all
could see
that.
where the glue was. There's like a big patch where the glue
That's
is.
right.
Exactly.
Oh my God, yeah.
But there's a whole psychological aspect to clothing
There
for
is.
women, and it has to
No,
be for men too.
For men too. Men that sort of understand what they want out of life and the confidence. It's like I said before you hand your business card, now you don't even do that anymore. Now you trade phones. But before you do any of that nonsense, they're going to size you up. I remember when I was going on sales, people used to look out the window to see what I would look like before they would even allow me in their house. And sometimes I would knock, they wouldn't open. I saw that the window moved, they wouldn't open it. You got to dress right.
You work with all professionals.
Yes, I work with anyone. We can even do like children's clothes too, like for people's like sweet 16s, bar mitzvahs, things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You take even having to go out of the store, you don't even have to do that.
No, and I carry some accessories and things like that too. I don't have a huge selection for ladies, but for men, if you didn't want to go back to the mall, you really wouldn't have to.
What's in for men's pockets? Are they squares? Are they the flowers?
Most guys are doing the pocket squares because no one wants to wear a tie these days. So pocket square is the South Florida tie. That's what we say.
So ties are out.
They say bow ties are more in than ties now. Is that true?
Yeah, because most people, if they're going fancy, and then they're going to do a bow tie.
It's funny because I love the vests. So I asked her, can we invest in getting vests? Because I got tired of giving shirts out to the producers. And the only one that really likes the vest is G-Man.
He wears it well, too.
He wears it well. I mean, he has the physique and also Vlad. They love wearing that stuff. But
I love it.
It's just a calling card that I did back in the day was the best.
How interesting. And I love how hard you work to do this.
Oh, thank you.
Because it's not easy. And your generation is different. I mean, you're literally going door to door and connecting. That's how you met me on LinkedIn and connecting with people.
Yeah.
So who are you looking for? Who's your ideal client?
Anyone who has run into fit problems in the past with their clothing, like just can't find something off the rack that works for them, and they're tired of doing their shopping for whatever reason. Busy business owners, all different types of people. Anyone who wears clothes, I can help. But mostly people who are busy and do a lot of dressing up, find the most value out of what I do.
So all you naked people call because
Yeah.
she's done dress you up. Now I got another question. When you come out of college, and it's funny, you can ask people, how much are you worth? What kind of salary do you want to stimulate? And Florida is not the best in the world coming out of college and getting a job. Would you dress to success? Would you dress to get that better job? Would you invest in yourself to do this and have something that you wear appropriately and properly to be interviewed? Would you do that? Would people ever take that chance? It's the real key. Because, society's changed. There's one job and 500 people looking for that one job. They're only going to hire one.
Well, when people come in here, does it change your opinion if they come in a suit versus shorts and flip-flops?
Yes.
What about just jeans
Yes.
versus a suit?
Yes.
Which one do you
All
think?
of it.
All of what?
When they come in, I size it up. Because to me, if they're wearing a three-piece suit, it's a different view that I'm seeing here because this person is organized and they're not going to be what I like to term sloppy. They're not going to be all over the place. They're going to have a train of thought that goes in one direction. So you'll see me.
The way I kind of think about it is that when you get dressed, you don't have to really look at yourself all day if you think about it, unless you're standing in front of a mirror all day.
True.
You're not having to look at yourself. Everyone else around you has to look at yourself. So you're not really getting dressed for, you obviously want to feel good and on the inside, but ultimately you're getting dressed for everyone else to look at you all day. So when you show up to an interview, that's why it's so important, because you're showing, I respect myself, I respect you, I put time and effort into this, and I think after COVID, there's a lot of people have been really low effort with their appearance especially, and so many other areas of life too, but I think dressing better is such an easy way. Like you were saying, it's just an easy way to stand out in an interview or make a first impression that without even having to say anything.
Business owners, if you own a business and you're going to be interviewed on the air, you should come in ready to rock and roll because you're going to have eyes on you. If you're a chef and you want to be, I love it when they come in with their chef jacket.
If you look good, you feel good. If you feel
Yes.
good, you play
Yes.
good. If you play good, they pay good.
It's an extension of your own self, your personality, everything.
But you have to take stock into that. You have to believe it.
You have to, yeah.
If you don't believe it and you wear the clothes, it ain't gonna. The magic is you stimulating the cloth.
Exactly, but you also, I know that if I'm very often I may have gone shopping into Publix and I just put anything on. And if I see somebody that I know in there, I'll walk out of the store quickly. That's just me. I don't feel good, but it makes you, maybe that's right or wrong, I don't know, but it makes you feel good. You may, if you like, also you have to like what you're wearing. It's very, very important. You have to feel
like
comfortable in what you're wearing. Very important.
I go into stores and I run out of stores.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable in stores anymore. And if I want attention, I wear a hat. And everybody says, hey, you with the hat. That's it, just a hat. They don't know me.
You don't wear clothes, you just wear a hat?
Yeah, I could go naked. They see the hat. I go, hey, you with the hat.
That happens to be true.
It is true.
That is true. Tell me about the comfort of your clothing.
The clothing is because since it's custom, it is so comfortable. Like I used to feel swallowed by my blazers, especially, and now I feel like so much more confident being able to like button them, and they fit over like my bust and everything. So it does wonders for my confidence, and it's just so much easier. I don't even have to think about it. I'm like, I know this shirt goes with the suit, and I'm gonna throw it on, and I'm gonna come down to the Brooklyn Cafe show. So.
And you showed me the inside. You pick your lining also?
Yeah, you get to pick your lining and like put your name.
Oh, that's so nice.
How beautiful is that?
Inside.
Look at the inside, Freddie.
Yeah, you can choose whatever you want for the name label.
You can put anything I want in there?
Yeah.
Like if I want to see, say, like a prayer or something, a line, God bless or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
people do that all the time. Nicknames, things like that.
That's what I like because that's something I would give my grandkids or my son.
That's beautiful.
Now you have me thinking.
It's so fun. That's what's nice about the inside linings. You can do photos of your family, things like that, and it's on the inside so no one sees. So you can be in a.
But look how beautifully finished it is too.
You also select the inside, the skin.
The lining on the inside. Like I picked out a pink liner to match this pink pinstripes.
So all that could be assembled.
All that's custom. Yeah.
How beautiful.
So cool.
See, for me that would be overwhelming, but that's why I would bring you in to say, all right, what do you like? What colors? Let's do this with this. Or I'd be like, I can't, too many choices.
Oh, yeah, that's my job. I narrow it down. Usually the first appointment, I ask the most questions to see if there's anything that I should note that you particularly don't like that I need to stay away from, because then it gets easier from there to narrow down what you do like and know my client's style after 2 or 3 appointments. So.
And how long does it take to have an outfit or an item produced?
8 weeks is the turnaround time for custom, yeah.
And that's including all the fittings?
That is like from the first order to the order coming in, and then we'll do our first fitting, and then it takes about a week or 2 afterwards to have any alterations done to get the pattern down, and then after that everything comes in fitting as it should with the alteration, with all the specs, with the alterations included.
You do all that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You do it or somebody else does?
I have there's a tailor in my office, so I'll pin and I'll chalk it and take photos and bring it back to him, and I tell him what needs to be done.
So you get one-on-one service the whole walk through? So what happens?
Yeah.
See,
I take care of everything.
That's even better than in the day.
I tell you, for someone who's busy and you can't even get to the alterations place or whatever you're doing.
Back in the day, it was just me and Mr. Salami, and then I did like this and like that, and I left, and then I got the suit, whatever, and another fitting, and we're done.
Amazing.
But it was different back in the day because the suits weren't. They didn't do all the fabric thing. They were trying on different things, and then work on things that were done already. It's just from the bottom up.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
What a great concept. Sally, you like the concept?
Yes, I do. I kind of was brought up around that in London.
I
remember many people used to go to the dressmakers that did this. They called them many different things. A tailor. Yeah. I remember
in
my
your
father.
country, that must have been like normal.
It was very normal. I mean, I've been here 40 years now, but my father would come back with the swatches of what he should have as a suit. And I remember him asking me, what do you think this would look like? You know, a pinstripe or whatever it is. So I was really brought up around that. So it brings it all back to me. Yeah.
How long can a suit last? So if you go in today, how long do you leave material to make it bigger, smaller?
Yeah, everything with custom, there's usually about 3 inches of seam allowance, so you can gain or lose up to 30 pounds with anything we do, which is really nice because off the rack, they're trying to save costs, so there's no extra seams. Like if you flip over like your pants or something, like there's no extra fabric there. Which is really nice because a lot of people right now are losing a lot of weight because of all the new medications that have come out. So that's really transforming a lot of people's fitness journeys and their weight loss journeys. So a lot of people are kind of, now that they feel better about themselves, they're like, all right, let me get some clothes that fit me. So I love working with people I'm very into fitness as well personally. So I love being able to help people with that, and people with like muscular, like bodybuilder, body types and things like that.
Sure.
It's really awesome to be able to get them something professional that makes them feel good, but also fits them and is comfortable.
And then you reward yourself. You lose the weight, you reward yourself. I am involved with that concept as well.
Actually, I was just thinking about that sitting here, because if you used to go, we used to call them dressmakers that would go to have a dress. It would take 5, 10, sometimes as long as 12 weeks. But in the beginning, if you're putting on weight, there has to be a way in which they'll be able to make that bigger for you.
Yeah.
Or lose, vice
Yeah,
versa.
you definitely got to let people know if you're planning on losing weight, because I can do different things on my end to account for that you're going to be losing more weight and anticipate it, or gaining weight, whatever it might be. But if I don't know, I can't do it. So I get very personal with my clients, and we get very very close.
Now, somebody who has a lot of weight, a 400 or 500 pound person, and they want to look good, I think you would be helpful for them because you're going to strategize something as they lose weight. Is that a fair sentence?
Yeah, as if they know that they're going to be losing weight for sure and everything like that. Obviously, everyone's always like, "Oh, I'm planning on losing weight." Like, hopefully, but that's different than when people are like going through a serious like change with like their doctor and everything like that. But if they tell me that, then yeah, I can definitely account for what their plan is. But that also, people have to open up to me, so that's why I like to get really close with my clients, so that way like they feel comfortable talking about these personal things, because clothing is very personal. So yeah, but I love being able to help people in those situations.
What's the closest thing to your body is your clothes.
But you have to get to know Danielle and the whole concept behind it, because some people you look at a rack, you look at a price tag, and you go, "Oh no, I can't do that." But to understand the whole concept behind it, you'll start to embrace it, saying, "You know what? I could use this. I could use this really good piece. I could use a great pair of jeans." That those would be the only jeans you wear if you're wearing them once or twice a week. It doesn't matter. And you just feel comfortable with the whole process of knowing it's going to fit you. You pick the fabric, you pick the stretch, you pick the color. You can put your name in it, which is so kind of cool.
And it all depends also on what you're doing with your life. If you're looking, if I tell you you're going to be on the NBC show, the talk show tonight, next week at night, you're going to do what you got to do to look good. And you got millions of people watching you. And if you're going to be in business and you want to up your game, you want to be ready for that as well.
You want to know what's happening, so you have that piece in 6 months. You're right. You need to know that you're ready to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's kind of like manifesting in a way, because you're saying like, all right, like this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to need to wear this. I'm going to have somewhere to go. So then you have it, and then the events come that you get to wear it to. So.
And it's good to know that you have someone like Danielle in your
maybe we should get you a suit for the next red carpet event you're on.
Well, I knew she was going to say that.
We've already been told.
We get you a pinstripe.
We've been told that you're going to be on the red carpet in about 6 months, so you need to be prepared.
What? Who told you that?
The numerologist, the psychic,
the
astrologer.
But they never gave you a lotto number, so we're like yin and yang.
That doesn't work that way, though, the lotto numbers.
Thank you.
But no, a premonition. Yeah, I can see you on the red carpet, too. You didn't ask me. You went to somebody else.
He didn't ask them either. They just sat here and told him.
Oh, okay.
They sat right where you are and said.
I have a red carpet in the lobby here. I just stood there.
Well, you can, but you still have to dress appropriately if you're on the red carpet.
It's funny you say that, because a week from Sunday, we're supposed to be doing the MC at the Kravis Center, which will be the biggest center we've ever done our business on with the Gypsy Kings. And that would be a tremendous opportunity. And that would be exactly what Danielle's talking about.
Well, we won't have it by next week, but for the next one. I know,
I've
been thinking, what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear next Sunday? It's already been in my head.
I didn't know her.
If someone gave you an opportunity
unless you have a tux in like the back of your car.
To be on the stage at the Kravis Center in 7 days, you're like, what am I going to wear?
Well, we could get you something ready-made and have it tailored down to whatever you need. We can do that in time.
Well, let me make sure, because I'm going to talk to him today. Because he's a little scary. Apparently, the Kravis Center's computers are down until tomorrow. So they're not selling the tickets to the event because they had a crash. So he may postpone it. So I just want to see what I'm working with. But yeah, absolutely.
And tailor it down. It's a nice idea. She's got all the hacks. See, she'd be perfect for her own clothing fashion
You will
show.
put me in pinstripes?
I was just joking. Only if you wanted me to.
I was wondering, because I never owned a pinstripe suit in my life.
What would you put him in?
I feel like a pinstripe with the sharp, with the hat that you have. With the hat.
Well, I gotta get a new hat.
I like it.
We gotta get a new hat.
You guys have hats?
No, I don't think we have hats. That's the only thing
I go to where'd I get the other one? What's the name of that?
You do put him in a pinstripe?
Yeah, we could put him in a pinstripe.
No, don't listen to her.
No, I'm asking.
Double-breasted
if you could pick a suit for him.
So far, everything you've said, I've never ever. What would you pick?
Right.
Well, I mean, the go-to is usually like a dark charcoal. I feel like a dark charcoal suit is always It's never going to go out of style. You'll be able to wear it to anything.
Suit or tux for a red carpet?
You could go either way. But if you're looking for a good versatile suit that you can wear to all your red carpet events that you have coming up for a while, I would do like a nice dark charcoal.
Nice.
Maybe a subtle pattern.
What is wrong with you?
Nice.
What color hat would I wear with a charcoal suit?
Matching hat, I would say, but I'm not the fashion expert.
Yeah, you could do a matching hat, or if it has like a light gray pattern in it, you could do a light gray hat to complement the pattern.
I like to offset the pattern,
Yeah.
the suit with the hat. I don't like the same.
I like that too.
I like the offset because
Ooh, you've been thinking about it.
I have.
Isn't that nice?
No, it's just terrifying.
The funny thing is, Danielle, when I first started working with Freddie,
And it begins.
he was not on camera ever. And then the more our sets grew and the more the studios grew, he had to be, because there was no other way to do technology with me here and him like just a voice. It made no sense. And then he had to learn to up his wardrobe because they said, well, Dawn dresses so nice. Could you not wear T-shirts anymore on the set?
That's not the way it went. That's the way she.
How'd it go?
That's the way she remembers it.
How'd it go?
First of all, I did it on purpose not to be on set. Because I had her and I had another guy that the three of us were doing this thing to begin with. And then he left, he got sick and what have you. And it was just Dawn. So Dawn said, this doesn't jive. It doesn't jive. But I knew that the moment I got on camera, on set, just like they do now, everything I do, they make fun of me. Everything. I have to run to the bathroom and lock the door.
What happened?
I'm afraid there may be a camera over there. What was that?
He went to black.
So everything I do, they make fun of. All of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't want to be on camera.
Oh, okay. I mean, it comes with the territory.
Unfortunate.
He's a good sport.
Well, of course, she's a psychiatrist. She knows
The
to get in
fashion
your
psychology.
head. That's right.
True.
And it's all, it's very personal. And you pick up body language and you pick up the read. And if people come to you, it makes it even easier. So, all in on that.
How do people get in touch with you?
The best way is shoot me a text. My phone number, I think they had it up there. And we can set something up and I'll come out to you and can answer any questions and get to know each other and see if we can make some clothes.
Amazing.
You see her ever opening up her own line?
She could have her own store. She could have anything. I mean, she's a go-getter.
Well,
She's so impressive.
You see it? I see it. Danielle's
Nice.
line. Open up your own.
She is impressive, I got to tell you.
She's a business lady.
At a young age, to be your generation, to be working so hard and have such drive.
Thank you.
Nice, very nice. Pleasure to meet you.
Guys.
So more to come.
So grateful to be here. Thank you.
Well, maybe
for
we
the
can put a
opportunity.
whole. It would be great to do a fashion segment. I think what's hot, what's not, what's casual, what to wear. Can you mix and match? I'll mix and match anything, but that's just me. There are other people who be like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But you gotta embrace who you are. I think is mostly what it is.
Let's do a fashion segment. That'd be awesome.
Do it. All right, more to come on the other side of this commercial break. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Look for some behind-the-scenes content, and you never know what Freddie's gonna say. More to come on the other side of this break, and we'll be right back.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the Amp Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, Amp Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Baby, hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy S and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. If you can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk amigo.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Wait, somebody strangled Josh?
Hey, puberty. Baxter's libido.
That was...
How'd you like that segment?
I've always loved clothing segments. You know, when I first met Dawn, I said, can we open up your own line, Dawn's line of clothing? And I was really excited that we were going to do it. You know what she tells me? No, because I don't want to deal with returns.
I don't have time I can help design, but I only know my style. And then people are like, it doesn't fit right, it's not this, it's not that. I don't have time to do all that stuff.
You're talking about yourself, because when you buy 5 things, 4 of them go back.
But I'm no different than other people.
Is that true? Is that true?
People buy clothes, you take them back.
You buy 5 clothes, you take them all back? No.
Not all, but yeah.
In Dawn's case, she buys 5 and sends back 6.
It's just a thing, so I really couldn't deal with it. But I think what Danielle's got is a great concept.
It is. I think
One piece at a time.
Psychologically, and she has the right persona for this.
Right.
For doing this.
Working hard. So more to come with that. We'll put a fashion segment together. What's hot, what's not, what's in, trending.
You mean maybe I get the stage?
How to wear your clothes instead of your clothes wear you. That's the hardest thing for me with a suit. It's always so much clothing.
Can I get a stage?
Where are you going to put it?
I'm going to take the box out like Josh wants, clean all that out, and put a stage over it.
Now he's putting the box.
Well, I can't build the stage with the box. I take it all out.
Interesting. Things to ponder and think about. Well, I'm excited. Sally's hanging with us today, but we have our new friend Pam Avalos joining us of PR2U, Public Relations to You. And we met Pam through Lori Rolott of Sunscape Boca Raton. So save the date, March 21st, Thursday night at 5:30 p.m. There is another art show. We did one about 6 months ago. There's another one at Sunscape Boca Raton. All proceeds go to benefit Walk to End Alzheimer's. We're looking for artists, for vendors. It's only $25 for a vendor table, and those proceeds as well go back to the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And everything that you earn at the event as a vendor is yours. And we're here just to support the cause, to bring people through Sunscape. It is a beautiful facility. It's assisted living and memory care. And wow, state-of-the-art, everything right in the middle of Boca Raton. So check it out. More to come. We'll put the flyer out and bring people forward.
Hey, Sally, are you going?
Yes, I was there last year too. So
you're going to be there?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
You got more into the conversations of the psychology, and then I heard you talking UFOs when you went to this art thing last time.
Because people actually recognized, I guess they'd been watching the show, so my art they recognized my art, so they'd come up to me and say, well, we'd seen you on the cafe. I had not opened my mouth at that point, but they recognized my art, knew what I'd been talking about.
I remember, because we were doing the radio, we do the radio shows
Right.
on location as well. And I was outside the room because there was a lot of people in that room.
A lot of people in that room.
And I got to see her doing her thing. I'm like,
So I'll be there. I've got some more different types of art now, changed.
A lot's changed because that's one of your original pieces.
That was one, and then
that
the
you brought in,
latest
and then
of
it's
those
totally
two
changed.
over there, yeah, and the one behind you is probably
And then
about
this
2
is
years
another
ago.
one.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring in, Sally's going to bring in some more pieces. She's making bigger ones.
I've got a
for the
very
set.
big one, yeah, bigger than the one behind you that I've just done, very similar to that style, yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. So save the date, March 21st. If you're in the area at Kravis Center this next Sunday, March 10th, actually, for Gypsy Kings, Gypsy Nation, with Georgie Lakatos, and we've got Lennis Sabatino. She's going to be opening, and she's got an amazing voice from Broadway down here to the Kravis Center. And if you like Gypsy Kings, Gypsy Nation, Georgie Lakatos and his band, they will have you doing everything from laughing to crying to dancing. So much fun. Their genre is everything. I mean, they're truly a band that plays everything.
True, and if you're not in Florida and you can't make the show, we're going to offer you a pay-per-view, small price, so you can watch it for up to 3 days on your computer or whatever you use.
And you know, we haven't talked about so much is Dance Fever with Denny Terrio is coming on March 23rd, Saturday night at Meisner Park.
Oh, that's the thing with the radio station.
That would be
You know, I forgot all about that. That's a big one. That's a throwback of music. All those people that and
Do
I
you
know them
remember
all.
on all the dance shows on TV when we were growing up? I can't say kids, when we actually had 4 channels.
Only
I remember
4.
when we had 2 channels.
CBS,
England,
NBC,
yeah.
ABC, and I had PBS. You didn't even have PBS.
No, we had it, but I didn't watch it.
So save the date for that at Meisner Park. Tickets are available, I guess, through Eventbrite, so check that out also. True Oldies Radio
That's
is
a big
sponsoring
one.
that
I think
event.
we're going to be there. I'm talking to a potential partner in that tonight.
All right, it's going to be fun there. But I'm excited, though. I want to talk to Pam because Pam has a story that's just amazing. And so many stories of people that come in here, they end up in a business that it's just a passion project. And next thing you know, you're doing what you love, you're connecting people, and then you've got a business. And then people start connecting with you. And I told Pam on Thursday, she's like my new best friend. She knows so many people. She's growing a business. She's raising kids. And here she is. I'm excited. PR2U. I think you've got a mic?
I do.
So
Yes.
welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
It's a little quiet today, which is kind of nice.
It is quiet,
and
yes.
peaceful. We get to talk to you a little bit more. Tell us what PR2U is.
PR2U is a public relations company that goes behind the gates of the 55-plus country club communities to provide education to the seniors. So they're great at singing, they're great at dancing and karaoke, their pickleball's on point. But the one thing that's really lacking is for those seniors that are not as active, activities for them to do. So we bring the education to them.
And 55 plus, I remember my grandparents being in 55 plus because they are my grandparents. And now that I'm 55 plus, it's a little different.
You joined AARP?
No, I have not. But Chuck just got a free bag in the mail the other day. He's like, I needed this bag.
How you got the bag and I just renewed and they sent me a bag?
I don't know. We got a bag.
Oh, I'm going to have to call them.
You got a bag. But your 55 plus communities are different now, I'm assuming, than they were.
Of course. Yeah, it depends. If it's the older 55 plus property, you're really looking at a 75-year-old and up age range. Our new builds are a younger, just retired, staying at home, living the retirement dream, but they still want to be active in their community and want a variety of things to do.
What I found really interesting is you bring in not only entertainment, that's on the smaller scale, you bring in education and seminars.
Sure. Doctors, attorneys, holistic medicine, really to educate on anything that will help them in their journey in life to make their own choices, educated decisions on different things out there.
And what are you finding people looking for?
It's a little bit of everything. We definitely take some polls to see what properties are looking for. If it's my active communities, they definitely want to hear about sports injuries because they're all getting injured.
Hold that right there. I want to go to commercial break for a second. Can we do that?
We can.
Yeah, let's go to commercial break and then we'll be right back
to
finish the conversation with Pam.
More to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
the artist at Sunscape Boca Raton. So check this out. I'm hoping Pam is going to be there also. It's Expressions of Life Art Show, March 21st, 2024, Thursday, 5:30 to 8
out of town.
at Sunscape Boca Raton. Pam won't be there, but we're going to be there. We'll get Pam in here
Somebody
more
has
often.
to flip me some notes.
And it's all the
today.
benefit to Walk to End Alzheimer's. Get your tickets online now, $25 online, $30 at the door, and all proceeds go to the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
This is cute. Who did that?
Casey.
Casey did that?
Yes.
Somebody got to give me notes because I'm like 3 feet behind.
I'm like
Michelle.
thinking, can't
What's
you
wrong
just
with
keep
you?
up?
Wow.
Read a room.
Wow. I say, no, you know what I'm going to say? Here, read
Here,
my cup.
No.
Read my cup. Yeah.
That's kind of how the morning show started when you took out your can opener,
I'm going to go get it.
your bottle opener.
Anyway, we were talking to Pam.
We were talking to Pam. We didn't quite prepare Pam for being on air. We kind of just threw her into the
No,
conversation.
you didn't prepare me. You didn't tell me nothing. Like you normally don't.
You knew Pam was coming, though.
I did not.
You did, because you told me you really wanted to talk to her.
You told me we were meeting Pam for a meeting after 2.
She can't, I told her
But
to
that's
come
not
after
what-
lunch. But I'm excited she's here because her services are really, really important.
She's very good at what she does.
Do you know on the news last night I saw the weather come on? It was pickleball weather, and that's how they
That's the latest and
positioned the
greatest.
news was for pickleball weather. I feel like that's kind of what you're doing is you're gauging your lectures and your seminars towards a different community.
Sure, we're essentially going to the community and seeing what do the seniors want to hear or what will affect them. So those pickleball players are unfortunately getting injured. So we feel if we bring out those doctors to speak to them how to prevent those injuries, they'll keep playing pickleball.
I got to tell you, I had a phone call tonight with somebody who is interested in talking to you because and you know them. I mean, now you're going to bring up the name. You know who they are. That's the latest and greatest craze.
Sure.
So we went last Saturday for the first time in 20 years that I've been doing this, 8 since I've known Dawn, and we put a Saturday show together on pickleball. #1 watch show that we had for the month was that one little 47-minute. Wasn't even an hour.
I know.
And it did really, really well. So this thing is taking off leaps and bounds, and then there's all these other things that bleed off of it. And what I like about her is that she takes one thing and she turns it into 20.
Because you have a captive audience. People want to come out. And even 55 plus, people are still working, right? You and I are still working. So it wouldn't be a lunchtime event. Maybe you have them after hours or on weekends.
We cater to every property. So depending upon the true age range and who's attending, some of our events are at 7 p.m. for the working class people. Others are first thing in the morning after exercise class and lunch.
What kind of shows, what kind of entertainment do you provide?
We'll do a lot of name that tune, trivia, karaoke, a lot of brain games, but then we'll also throw in some fun events. We've done some senior proms. We've done Valentine's Day dances where we'll bring out entertainers. So really just keeping everyone as active and social as possible. The key is to keep them social and around others so they're not isolated.
Interesting.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to talk to her because I always wanted to do a game show at the different places. Sometimes it's a dating game or it's something different that stimulates and grows the audience. Because I live in Beaucaire, and 80% of the women there were
Single?
Widows. And when I announced that I was going to do the dating game, they forget about it. They went nuts. They loved it. It was a great idea and this and that. So I'm thinking maybe some kind of game show, some kind of talk show with entertainment, and then just do the circuit and see what happens. It could be a lot of fun.
What I find so interesting is this wasn't your career. This career sort of morphed into, I guess God decided this is what Pam needs in life, and I love that because those are the best careers. Those are the best changes in life when you least expect it and then you love it.
Correct.
Give us a little bit of how this all started?
Sure. I did 20 years of private duty home health. I was a regional director for a home health company that was statewide. So essentially selling private duty home care. I decided to be different, and instead of going to all the usual hospitals and rehabs and doctors and knocking on all these doors, I wanted to go direct to the end user. I wanted them to be educated, and at that time know it's patient choice. It's not who your doctor tells you you have to use, but you can make your own informed decisions. And it just kind of morphed into this. I decided to take the show on the road on my own. Similar what you said, you know, God may have had a plan. Things fell into place when they were supposed to. Sure. And I took a leap of faith. Good, bad, or indifferent, but I did, and it was at the right time for myself, for my family, and this has turned into an amazing year and a half. That is not just in one county. I'm currently in 4 counties.
That's incredible. And it's marketing, but in a whole different scope. It's not print advertising, it's not flyers and mailers, but yet you're marketing different businesses. You're marketing the physicians and the attorneys and I don't know if you do investments, but sure. All these other people that are like looking for ways to get to their target audience in a smaller scope, right? You always say it's not the amount of eyes, you just need those right eyes. So you sit in a room with 80 people, you get one, maybe will in a state, you get one as an attorney, then that marketing investment is huge. Or you could send it out to 10,000 people and not hit the right market.
Sure.
So this is incredible because you've got that right demographic.
Sure. And they've, you know, everyone that speaks has picked up on how this works now.
Sure.
So they know, like, we've got to do a raffle. We have to ask permission if we can send you our monthly newsletters. You know, someone might not be ready right now for that will or estate planning or assisted living or memory care community. But if they're getting a constant email every month, keeping them in the loop of the what's happening, they'll never forget the name. They'll never forget the face of who they've met.
That's true.
And as long as they get to talk 5-10 minutes, you know, the message sooner or later is going to sink in. And all you need is one.
And even think about pickleball. They love to play, everyone's healthy, until you get an injury. If you get an injury, then you're thinking, all right, who should I call? Which orthopedic surgeon or which MRI center or which chiropractor am I going to go to? Should I scroll or do I go, you know what, I love this talk they gave at this community.
You remember the talk.
I remember the talk, I remember the name, and
Sure.
let me reach out to them because it may not even be immediate, but you know that name. So what's happening is a great way to continue to send that info out.
That's exactly how it's happening. Social director emailed a couple days ago and said, what was the name of the acupuncturist that spoke a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
A resident can't find the business card, wants to follow up. So that's exactly how it's happening. It might not be that immediate need, but when there may be a need or a neighbor or friend, they're referring.
And all of a sudden you have a whole new cluster of people because all these snowbirds are moving down here. It used to be they came and they left. All of a sudden, you know, there were homes where I lived and they were sold, including mine. Everybody's and now they're staying. They're not going back up north because it's just too much of a headache to go up there. So they're staying put down here. So you have a whole new cluster of clients that are going through, which is fantastic because the turnover is here.
But the whole networking is different. Someone actually texted me this morning, hi, it's me, I don't remember, I had this kind of dog and I was looking for your concierge doctor. And I'm thinking, I haven't seen her since before COVID. I don't know who my doctor was then. I only know who my doctor is now. And I'm like, all right, this is who I got. But when people need that information, they will seek that name, right? And they trust you. So they're going to go with a trusted version of it.
Sure.
It's incredible.
It's good timing. Everything is always good timing. And if it happens and the circumstances are good and then they get better and then they get better yet. This is why I'm excited about going down to Miami tomorrow. I'm excited opening up that studio. And now JoJo heard about it and now JoJo is pushing the button for us to do something up in Melbourne. Not the distance, but it's the coverage, the area. And with South Florida Oldies going from the Keys all the way to Fort Pierce, you're talking about a huge volume of people. And all I need is the right set of eyes. So I'm excited about all of this stuff.
I remember my grandparents were in their senior community, going up as little kids playing the kazoo on the stage. You couldn't go in the swimming pool without a swim cap. And like, you couldn't put on suns. I mean, all these rules and regulations. And now the 55 plus communities are active communities where there's pickleball, there's country clubs, it's everything that you do. But you don't have all the little kids. Everyone has to be a certain age. I'm assuming they're certain socioeconomic to be there. And you have friends. You've got built-in friends. You go out for dinner, Sally, to the club, and you've got friends there. You're not looking for a different restaurant. It's a nice idea.
It's really appealing because I'm certainly getting up there in age.
You were saying that you were thinking about that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Independent living.
Soundscape, I want to go live there. I want an apartment there. It's cheaper than anywhere else.
Where is that?
Sunscape.
Oh, Sunscape. Yes, that
And
was
they give you
beautiful.
everything. They give you 3 meals.
Very
but that's
nice.
different because you do fully independent living as well.
Yeah, so that mostly the properties that I am working on are where working with are the ones you have your own home, your condo, house, etc. There is a clubhouse that offers events and so forth. Not so much independent or assisted living.
It's like bouquet.
Right, you just have your own, it's your own community,
do your own thing.
country
But
club.
is that different to, like, you can go into communities here where it's over 55, but that doesn't necessarily mean that here with the ones you're talking about, it's slightly geared to.
Sometimes
more
you
of a-
own your own condo and things like that, and their homes, even though it's
And they
over
have
55.
everything there, and then as you get older, you want to move into more of a independent.
Well,
not
they
so much
offer, they
that's
offer
all
the
there on the
services as
premises.
well.
I mean, in that immediate area.
They do. It just depends on what you want, the kind of people you want,
Right.
the activity you want. Some people don't want as much social, more people
But as
want
you get
more
older,
social.
it
needs may
changes.
change.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
When you get older, Monday ain't Tuesday, and Tuesday ain't Wednesday. I mean,
Tell
you
me
change
about it.
every day.
I know.
That's a whole different animal.
Especially if they're single.
Especially if you're single.
Because if you lose your spouse, then you
True.
become very isolated.
That's right. So if you introduce some spouse-making mechanisms, just
I
saying.
think it's a great idea.
A friend of mine, her mom passed away years ago, and her dad, God bless him, he's the most amazing man. He's going to be 90 in June, and ever since her mom passed, all these women always want to be with him. He's charismatic, he's nice looking, so kind, and all these women now, they like fight over who's going to sit next to him in synagogue and who's going to go out with him for dinner.
That
and
is hilarious.
It's unbelievable.
Get me a camera, I want to be there. That is hilarious.
And she laughs now, and he calls her. He's like, "So I've got this date. What should I do?" And it's so cute. He's we've been friends for 30 years, and I've watched. 30 years. He's 90 now, so at the time he was
He's 90.
what? He's going to be
And
90,
he's a
God
happy
willing,
truck.
in June.
He's
Yeah,
happy truck.
isn't that incredible? He
You should
lives
bring
on
him
his
to-
own. He
bring
does
him in
everything
for the
on his
morning
own.
show. Oh, he's hilarious.
He sings. He's just such a nice guy, and all these women are after a nice single guy.
There's a shortage of men for them.
Right? Totally.
We have a lot of women coming, but there's not enough men.
See that? You could like entertain all the women.
There you go, Freddie.
What is wrong with you? Free dater?
Free dater.
You'll be the belle at the ball.
I love it.
Freddie's coming here.
So fun. Pam, how do people reach out to you for more information or for your services?
Sure. My website's www.pr2u.org or 561-667-0845.
I love having her here.
It's good stuff. It's
New
really,
ideas.
really good stuff.
Sally, thank you for joining us again, as always. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Sally on Monday nights, Monday afternoons.
Call me
Monday
Zena.
afternoons. I thought maybe I'd got it wrong. It was, yeah.
You have a new guest coming on Monday.
Hopefully the guy that called in, he's definitely going to call in, but he's going to make it to the studio because he was Fort Lauderdale and we're both.
And you like the round table
I
thing.
love that.
And we're gonna do
Everybody that
yeah.
listened to the show, and I've got some really.
Do you know that we bought a camera that does 360?
Okay, that sounds.
But we haven't used it because it's a little old and it eats up all the bandwidth. But
Well, that might be a good idea. Yes. I
So-
mean,
It
I
would-
don't know
it
the
would
camera
be. I'll
side.
probably
Maybe we move it back to the couch, or we use this set. We've
This
got a
was
lot of.
beautiful just here. I've had so many people say that this was one of the best shows that we've done.
That's what Freddie thought as
Yes,
well.
I had that. And this guy that called in was just like taken, and he's been doing this for 44
he was
years.
taken.
Well, with the show, not me.
He likes to write about time travel,
Well, I was
right?
the show, I guess. So.
I meant taken by like a UFO. Yes. I
Well,
didn't mean-
I'm sure. I don't know. He loves to talk about time travel. So
She's so funny.
I don't know. I just
More
do
than-
my show.
So we're going to be heading down to Miami tomorrow to our North Miami studios with Don Pablo, Coffee Growers and Roasters, Brook Brands. They are actually the creators of our own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee. You can also get Brook Brands at Costco or all your big box stores. Darren and his team have always so graciously provided us our coffee for probably 6 years now.
Yep.
So check that out. If you're in the Miami area, you want to come be part of our studio audience, come on down, give us a call. We'll send you the address. And then what else we got tonight? We've got a full show lineup tonight. Wow. We've got All County, You and Your Doctor.
JC
We've got
is
the
coming
JC
tonight?
Dreesen Show.
Oh,
We've got
the
Making Money
singers
with
in the
Laura
house.
Sanders and
You and Your
Gypsy
Doctor.
Soul and You and Your Doctor.
You and Your Doctor.
More to come. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Happy leap year. Let us know if you are a leap year birthday. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.